Alright, quick nightcap. I know I'm a little bit later than usual, so let's just do it real quick. End of day 4 of the Master Cleanse. Still drinking the tea. This is my Smooth Move tea to finish the day. Today was kind of, I don't know, I thought I could maybe do the same thing yesterday because it was a light day, taking the salt water cleanse in the morning, but even though I went to the gym and everything, I was kind of able to make it through. I don't feel because I didn't get as much rest, I wasn't able to make it very long into my shift at work today without making my first lemonades. On that note, too, what I've resolved to do over the last couple days of note is stop making just the two tablespoons of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup with cayenne pepper. I've resorted to kind of using a taller mason jar and just juicing a whole lemon all at once. It's like not worth it to kind of limit the amount, but just maintaining the ratio is the most important thing. Like 5 tablespoons of maple syrup to every 5 tablespoons of these lemons. So I've just basically come to the conclusion now for a full lemon, I'm getting 5 tablespoons out of these larger lemons that I bought from a certain store. That'll change. I've only got 3 left of the original 20. So after day 4 concluding, we've gone through 17 lemons. To note though, they are pretty large lemons, and there was 1/2 that I did have to throw away, but I'm getting that extra little squeeze, I feel like, out of each lemon, so I'm kind of grateful I bought the larger ones. After this though, we're getting a smaller bag, or more like a sorted bag. They're not individually picked, so I don't know how much I'll have to estimate on that. But anyhow, in a larger mason jar, and I'll bring all this stuff up in another video in conclusion of all this. But the day basically had to do 2 within the first hour and a half or so to 2 hours of being at work. I had another 2 on my lunch, which came about 10 a.m. So I already had 4 lemonades by about 10 a.m. And then I was able to make it through my shift and just made one in my very last break, like an hour to go. So all in all though, that's quite a bit. I mean, I had full 3 lemons before I left work today, and that's what it took for me to make it through my work shift. After I got off work, literally it was just come home, take care of basics, and rest and relax again. Not that I felt super low energy, but I wanted to conserve my energy, I suppose, just given how much I had already juiced for the day. And I was also dealing with a little bit more like chafing issues today at work, so just took my own time, just taking care of self. And otherwise, since I've been home, I've literally, I think I only had 2 more drinks for the rest of the day. I'm not sure how the accounting actually worked out, but I am up to 17 of 20 lemons. That's all I really know at this point. I'm not really like having any cravings for food at this point either. It's more like a mental desire to eat, to feel full again. But at the same time, it's pretty evident that I am getting the nutrients that are necessary, and it does definitely start to feel like the digestion tract is just like no longer craving anything. It's kind of kicked into a different gear where it's definitely taking from other places, from other parts of the body. Again, I'll have another update on the weight hopefully by the end of day tomorrow when I do my video, and I'll also probably try and start really figuring out the best manner of like concluding into this. My thought right now is to just go to 7 days as opposed to 10. I don't know if that'll change if I get like more into a better role in the next couple days, but literally right now, looking at this next 4 days back at work, doing those days all in a row, I don't know that I can make it. My plan would probably be to start migrating off on Friday evening right now, that would be day 7, and but we'll see at the conclusion of day 5 tomorrow. Oh no, I don't really have too much to complain about other than, the fact that I did end up having to deal with some chafing today and that excessive low energy. But that's kind of on me too, because I wanted to also endure just the saltwater cleanse from the morning into the day to see how much energy I was actually still maintaining. But nonetheless, that's really not much to write home about or update on this day. It might differ from any other day. It might start just becoming more of a routine. So that's really all I have for the day. I'm going to drink this. I'm going to stay on the routine of the saltwater morning. I think the best thing I can do is just make sure I have a little bit more time in the morning to prepare and kind of get ready for work, so I'm not feeling so abrupt into the day. So preparation is the most important part of this, and just knowing kind of what that next phase is when you're talking about this cleanse is going to be probably the most important thing for anybody getting this far into it. You don't necessarily want to get this far in without having had a game plan or just, being flighty about it. I don't think anybody who does a master cleanse in the first place does so without a little bit of research and a little bit of information from a loved one. Bless me. I was told this by a friend who's been pushing it on me for about a little better part of maybe the last year or two, and it kind of just came down to timing and the purpose, right? I went to the doctor, found out I was a certain way, got a gym membership, started to see goals, and it's when you kind of get inspired to kind of reset, started seeing certain things in your body where, they might be always evident. And if in this video, maybe it's the best thing I can share with you, if you at this point are watching these, to figure out that you too may have the curiosity of doing a cleanse, it's definitely worth it, just to explore this type of a thing no matter what. But don't go into it blind. Know what you're getting into and know what the exit strategies are. You talk to anybody, so there's a lot of people actually have done this. It's the interesting thing now, like as I walk around with juice at work or whatever, with coworkers, they recognize what I'm doing, and I'm like, when's the last time you did it? And one guy today said, oh, it's been 15 years. He's like, never again. And another one said he did it, when he was 23. And the guy's obviously like 43. So 15 years ago, 20 years ago. This is designed to be something supposedly, as I've understood it, to do on an annual basis or seasonally, like a regular reset for your digestive system. So again, this will take a lot more time for me to move out of and into another diet to really see and be able to give feedback on how much change and transformation actually happens from all this. But I do feel lighter. I do feel like right now, for the goals that I've set out, that it's working. But anyway, I don't mean to stretch out and go long for no necessary reason. It's just kind of the thought processes on day 4, concluding day 4 and into day 5 now. Just really taking things easy and not looking forward to tomorrow, but at the same time excited to see what happens and what comes to be. Tomorrow I'll have an update on the weight and see how my energy is trying to do another gym session. But hope you are well, and hope